Hi everyone, and welcome back to 1119. I'm your host Candice, and today we're going to be diving into the self-care you could be doing for yourself during this new moon in Cancer. And I'm also going to be breaking it down by the four bodies, which is the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. This new moon in Cancer is a great time for you to get into more of a nurturing, more feminine, more homey, more self-related intentions. And I'm really excited to talk about it because in my eyes, Cancer is a double whammy. It is ruled by the moon. So we're going to be feeling this very feminine, energetic, tend to myself kind of flow right now. And I really want to share self-care activities because I love self-care, but also just because I want to help elevate you. I want to help you create more inner peace within your own alignment. If you haven't already, make sure you go check out my previous videos where I talk about self-care, the difference between self-love, and how this actually intertwines to the astrological aspects for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. So I figured instead of us starting off with Aries, we're going to first start off with Cancer. So hi, all of my Cancer babies. Welcome to your new moon energy. How are you feeling? Happy birthday if you are a sun sign. I really want to say, with this being a new moon, please, please, please allow yourself to really center, get comfy, allow yourself to really relax and go with the ebb and flow. And so with that being said, this is what I would suggest for your four bodies. For your mental, I would love for you to just pause and reflect. Simple, right? But in more specifically with your personal goals and your achievements. I think because you are a Cancer, sometimes you guys have a tendency to bottle things in and you don't give yourself enough time to really sit in and enjoy, be present, and really reflect on what you've actually done in the last couple months. So I would love for you guys to really just pause and really reflect on your personal goals and your achievements. For the spiritual sense, I would really love for you guys to really tend to creating a more sacred space in your home. The reason why I'm suggesting this is because in astrology, you guys actually rule the fourth house, which is related to home. It's related to family. It's related to creating a more centered, sacred space in your home, in your vessel. And so having a specific space in your home that's dedicated to just spiritual energy, spiritual connection to you is going to be very beneficial for you during this new moon in Cancer. For the emotional aspect, I would say if you have family and friends that you really do care and want to enjoy their company, please do. Connect to them in a different level. Allow yourself to really emotionally invest more in with them. You can make it fun. You can have a girls' night in, a guys' night in, maybe talk about some of the traumas and things that you want to verbally communicate, but emotionally connected to the people that you love is going to be a very beautiful way for you to really connect to yourself. And lastly, for the physical, I honestly would say just go out and go be around water. Relax around water. If you need to go get a tube and go floating down the river, please go do so. But I truly believe that when you are around your energy, your feminine flow, your water sense, and I'm only saying that because the moon rules the water. It has a very gravitation and pull to water. And so you allowing yourself to be in that physical space is going to help elevate you during this new moon in Cancer. For all my Leo babies, hi, hello, welcome to your new moon in Cancer. For the mental aspect, I would really like you guys to create a vision board. I know, it doesn't really seem like something you should do. However, the reason why I'm saying that is because you as a visual, you as a dramatic, you as an actor, you as an artist, you are creative at some capacity. And so having that creative sense of connected to your mind and the mental things that you want to create and visually creating a vision board that matches that mental capacity is going to help you a lot to really connect to those things that you really want, those desires, that happiness. For the spiritual sense, I would like for you to engage creatively in your arts, meaning allow that flow, that energy, that emotion that you need to release, allow yourself to engage in it. I want to say that because it's kind of flowing into the emotional side because you Leos actually rule the heart center. You guys rule the fifth house. So you emotionally creating or you're emotionally allowing yourself to connect to that spiritual sense of the things that you've gone through in your heart space is going to help, which again leads into the emotional side, which I would honestly say just building some form of new affirmations, things that are going to help you feel like an ego boost to yourself, but not so much like a bad ego, more of a positive ego, because we all need ego. It's a matter of your POV in regards to your ego. So when I say creatively make like affirmations, if you haven't been feeling good about your physical body or just your physical self or even just your art, you literally could be saying like, my art is a masterpiece. I am a masterpiece. Things about me are so unique and divine that no one else can do it but me. It is an ego boost. It is a confident boost. It is allowing you to self to feel like this. And that is helping you not only spiritually, but also emotionally. And for the physical, honestly, just enjoying some type of fitness class that's really fun. Let loose. Let your inner child run free. If you haven't done a lot of inner child work or just a lot of inner child activities, I would highly suggest that you connect to something that you did when you were a little girl, little boy, and allow yourself to really flow with that fun. I think the funness is what's going to help you let loose and not feel so rigid or feel like you have to be in this constraint kind of way. Hi, Virgo babies. So I would suggest for you on the mental side, declutter your house. And I mean declutter. I know we're clean freaks, okay? Me as a Virgo rising, I absolutely know. It's the aesthetics, it's the clean home, it's the clean vibe, right? But sometimes like you haven't done like a deep clean, which I can personally say for myself, I have not done in the last couple weeks. I personally will be doing that for my own self-care. And I think that you should be doing that for your mental. When I think about Virgos, we do rule the sixth house, which is also referencing your home and also your vessel, right? And so when your vessel or your physical home is actually clean, you mentally feel more clear, you mentally feel more alert, here, centered. And so I would highly suggest that you do something in that regard to your home. Spiritually, do some meditation. And I mean deep meditation, okay? You are ruled by Mercury, okay? So Mercury's energy is already embedded in you in some capacity. And I honestly want to say, like, when was the last time you actually did a deep meditation? Not like 15 minutes or just a meditation in general, but I would highly recommend that you do at least a 60-minute meditation, something where you're really going to those deep subconscious thoughts and moods that you are noticing lately that you may need to regurgitate or really express your emotions on, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, you know, and so we have this double whammy, as I mentioned earlier, of the feminine energy. And the feminine energy has a lot of deeper inner lining lines in it that we may not subconsciously be aware of. And so allowing yourself to really tap into that deep meditation is going to help you spiritually. The emotional aspect, I would say give back. If you are feeling good mentally, if you're feeling good spiritually, then give back to your community. Give back to the people that you care about. Acts of service. One thing I will say about us as Virgos, we love to go ham for the people that we love, or we like to go ham as far as extending our help. And if you notice that the people that you've been trying to help haven't really been wanting to receive that, give it to people that you know deserve it, or give it to people you know that need it. This could be helping out the homeless. This could be creating some care packages. This could be helping your grandma, helping someone across the street. Emotionally allow yourself to not be self-centered, but more of the giving, if you've been able to accomplish or feel aligned in the spiritual and the mental aspect. And the physical aspect, I would absolutely say, would be just to do some meal prep. Focus on your body. Make a plan about how to get back into the gym. Make a plan about how to add more supplements into your body. Make a plan about understanding your gut. You are an organizer. You are a researcher. You have a tendency to really focus on this thing, and it's not a bad thing. Again, I'm a Virgo rising, and so you guys know me. If you don't, I love food, and becoming a vegan or eating more vegan-esque foods has really helped my gut, but my skin, it's like an overall thing. So if you haven't really gone to the gym or you haven't really paid attention to what you're eating, but you're trying to fix that, that's gonna be the physical thing that I want you to do during this new moon in Cancer. Hi Libras. So for your guys' mental aspect, I would say having intellectual conversations with people that are not boring. And I'm saying that with love. I'm saying that with the most positivity that I possibly can. But as a Libra moon, sometimes it can be frustrating for us to have conversations with people who don't have the same mental capacity as us, or we're engaging in conversations where people are not leveling up to our expectations, or they don't feel the same mentally, they're not at the same perspective, right? So engaging into conversations that are people that are aligned to the things you want to desire, whether that is talking to someone about your finances, talking to someone about legal help, allowing yourself to really dive into more intellectual books, or joining some form of a book club that talks about more intellectual things. These things are going to help you mentally elevate you during this new moon in Cancer. I mentioned I'm a Libra moon, so the spiritual aspect of Libras is, I can go on and on and on about it, because that is the first thing that I really learned about me during my healing journey. And one of the things that I would highly recommend, if you don't do already, is doing some crystal healing. These crystals, the crystals that are here on this earth, have all different properties. They have different things that can either remove or enhance your physical energy, your aura at this moment. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about this on TikTok, but if you were to take a crystal and you learn about the properties that it has, especially if you have like, you know, a basic crystal, which would be opal or calcite. If you were to use a crystal in general and you were to program it to either remove certain energies around your home or your own aura, or you're using the crystals to help you energetically align to money, love, happiness, whatever it is that it actually possesses as property, utilize that for your crystal healing. That's going to be very beneficial. For the emotional side, I would say spend time with people you actually give a fuck with and let that be harmonious. Don't put yourself in situations that you're forcing yourself to be around people you have to talk to. Again, that dumbing down yourself. Let's not do that anymore for the remainder of 2024, okay? I want you to be balanced during this new moon in Cancer, okay? So allow yourself to spend time with self or with people who bring that energy out to you. For physical, the only thing that I would really say is just do something light. Go for a walk, do some Pilates, maybe some yoga, something where you're just stretching and you're allowing yourself to be in this ebb and flow, because again, we are Libras, we are Venus, we are beauty, we are radiant, okay? If you were to do some exercises that are in that same flow, it's gonna help you feel more physically aligned to your energy. Oh, Scorpio, hey baby, what's up? As a fellow Scorpio sun, I would highly recommend that during this new moon in Cancer that you mentally either learn more about crime or spirituality, okay? Or just learning something in general that will help bring out projects that you wanted to complete, that you wanted to dive in more, that you wanted to investigate on. Mentally connect to those things. Now, again, I'm a Scorpio sun, so I love watching crime shows. I love listening to them. I love, obviously, the occult and the occult energy that it brings out. So learn more about it. Give yourself that time and that space to emotionally connect mentally to the things that you wanted to learn. I had a snap on that one, because the spiritual one, you're probably not going to be happy with me, only because we probably do it a lot, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with this aspect about us, which is going through deep transformations and doing emotional purges. Scorpios, please do not mitigate the hard work that you went through last year, actually the last 2 years, because of the Scorpio solar eclipse energy. It pushed us to not be so fixated on our lives. It pushed us to have to really dive into those deep subconscious things and actually purge them, and then actually heal from them as well. So I'm going to sit there and say that if you are hiding or not allowing yourself to really do those deep purges, I'm gonna need you to do it during this new moon in Cancer, okay? Purge, deep wounds, work on them. And related to that, go ahead and journal that motherfucker. And that's gonna be the emotional side. When you are spiritually connected to those deeper wounds, those subconscious things, and you're healing them, then write it out. Get emotional about it. Cry. Punch a pillow. You know, not anyone else, but you know what I mean? Like, get that activity or get those thoughts connected to your emotions and get it out, which, you know, also ties into the physical as well. The physical aspect of this is that you can then take that same energy that you are purging through yourself, from the spiritual, the emotional to the physical, can literally be kickboxing, It could be boxing in general. It could be doing some fast activity that's going to allow you to physically get it off your chest. But honestly, if you were to work on those things, it's going to help you tremendously. Like, again, I get it. As a Scorpio, we go through a lot constantly, and not a lot of people like that about us, or they don't like the fact that we bring these energies out within them. We got to purge that shit because we are also empaths as well. We also subconsciously take other people's energies and make feels like it's our own. So mentally thinking about it, spiritually thinking about it, pull those things out of your subconscious, emotionally allow yourself to purge it, either it's speaking, communicating, crying about it, get your emotions out, and then physically let it out of your body. Thank me later. Sagittarius, hey baby. So as my Sagittarius, you guys love to travel. You guys love to go places and try new things. The thing that I would really like for you to try during this new moon is really dive into something that you want to do and learn about it. Now, I know that seems pretty simple, but also you guys are very free birds and you may not want to dive into the aspects of doing that work. I'm going to tell you that I think the rest of this year is going to be very beneficial for you that you do, you know what I mean? Because the more you are learning, mentally learning and getting those books about the things that are the places or the culture that you want to try, the more spiritually you're going to connect to that place once you get there. You know what I mean? You're going to really feel at home. You're going to feel like, yes, finally, you're going to feel connected as you are learning about these things because you're feeling this pull to go there or you're feeling this pull to travel there. The spiritual sense that I would like for you to do is just give gratitude and do visualization. Just thinking about it as a visualization, think about the place or the thing that you want to desire and then give gratitude for already receiving that. For the emotional aspect, I would love for you guys to really tap into the cultures a little bit different, connecting to those a little bit more entwined. And this does work well with the mental aspect, right? So if you're learning more about a culture or an experience that you want to tap into, emotionally connect to that. Emotionally allow yourself to be in that space. And then for the physical aspect, I just want you to guys go hiking. I want you guys to travel outside of your now normal town right now and go somewhere a little bit different. Go to a new mountain, go to a new trail, go to a new park, get yourself outside. And if you can, ride a bike, skateboard, longboard. As you can see, I longboard myself. And so giving that experience of just being outside and trying something new and just getting out of your normal day-to-day routine is going to help you really satisfy that urge to really travel, to really go, to really experience. And I'm just going to encourage you that you do that. All my Capricorn babies, now the mental aspect that I want you guys to really think about and work on is creating goals and then how to actually achieve them. This is actually like your love language, if I'm being quite honest. It's like goals, goal setting, achieving them. And if you achieve some, but you haven't given yourself that space to really pause and reflect, please do. You feel successful when you are achieving things, and that mental connection is going to help you align to that a lot quicker and easier. Now, for spiritual, go outside, touch a tree. Allow your feet actually touch the grass. I just heard some of you guys may not want to do that because it's fucking grass, but get out of this adult structured mindset, okay? I know you guys are ruled by Saturn and Saturn's in retrograde right now. It does not mean that you have to always be work, structure, rules. Sometimes your inner child is really calling out to you. And so one of the best ways you can connect to yourself spiritually is just go ahead and touch a tree. Ask a tree how it's doing. Pause. It's gonna help you a lot. I already talked about emotional stuff with your mental things, and that's just emotionally connecting to your achievements. Flip it, you know what I mean? Like if you are thinking about the new things that you want to create on the mental side, then the emotional side should be giving gratitude and thankfulness for the things you've already just completed or that you have or that you're about to complete in that general, you know what I mean? Give yourself that space to emotionally connect to the things you've already done. Yeah, it's okay to receive that and like sit in that and be present about how far you've come to this thing that you work towards and emotionally connect to it. It's giving heavy Six of Wands energy, if I'm going to be quite honest. And the physical aspect that I would love for you guys to do is just do some physical training. Something where it's going to require you to train or develop a new training skill with your gym habit, with your exercise habit. So say for instance, you want to bulk a little bit, train on that, focus on that. If that's part of your goal, then align those things together. Give yourself the time to figure it out. If you need to find a coach, a trainer, if you need to get the different types of supplements, whatever it is that you need to do, physically start working on that, and then also physically start doing it. You know what I mean? Get yourself out there and start to feel that more physical training in regards to the new things that you want to do with your vessel. Also, too, you guys rule the bones. So I don't know why I need to say this in this video, but it feels like some of you guys need to work on your inflammation. You need to be working on doing like mobility work on your hips. Something about you really working towards like making your body feel more limber than that stiffness that it's been feeling recently. Aquarius, you guys are so unique and so innovative and so weird and so fucking different and aliens, and I just fucking love you guys. So for this mental aspect, for this new moon, work on your projects, work on your innovative projects, because I know you guys got some. I know you guys got some different types of projects, different types of things that you guys want to work on. And I need you to start focusing and putting energy behind that, like ASAP. There's a reason why you got that download. There's a reason why you thought about creating this thing or developing this thing. And I'm gonna need you to start doing that like today. On top of that, because you guys rule the 11th house, the spiritual aspect that I would like for you guys to really connect to is how can you help other people? You rule the 11th house, which is ruled on community, people, gatherings, like having different types of people in one setting. You are the person that is the medium, that the reason why people come here. So if your projects is related to something in that nation, right, in that notion, then I would sit there and say, meditate on what you would like that humanitarian thing to be. What is the vision of this thing you're trying to create? What type of community are you trying to align with? And how can you start building that today? Allow your higher self give you that download for you to go back into the mental to then start working on that. Speaking of communities, your emotional side is just hanging out with people that fuck with you. Period, point blank. People that get you and people who you want to get, or people who you feel connected to, those communities, your people, connect to them, build with them, create with them. That's how you emotionally connect to this energy during this new moon in Cancer. And with the physical aspect, I would like for you to actually try a new fitness routine or create something that's a little bit unique for you. Now, you may not be like the other zodiac signs because everyone else is a little bit different. But like I said, you guys are my weirdos. You guys are my unique individuals. And so doing the same mundane thing is not really the fucking thing that you want to do. So don't try to push yourself in doing something that doesn't feel 100% you. And if that is indeed the case, then create your own fitness routine. Create something that's going to be uniquely for you that allows you to get that physical aspect that you are desiring. For my Pisces babies, I really want you to mentally connect to your art. Period, point blank. I would really like for you guys to sit down and stop being in Delulu land, because Uranus also went into retrograde, okay? And come down to earth and really connect to the things that you want to create. You had this idea for this music video, you had this idea for this poem, there's a subject, you probably have a lot of freaking notes in your phone that say different things that you want to create. Allow yourself to really mentally dive into those during this week. And if you need help connected to that, then do some spiritual work on connecting. You guys are the 12th house. You guys are connected to the universe, the divine, deities, demons, all those things. You guys really are connected. So if you are trying to connect to your artistic endeavors, then meditate. Ask your spiritual family for help. Ask and you shall receive. The emotional aspect, I would like for you guys to just reflect, if I'm being honest. And I honestly just got the idea, the little download, for you to do some mirror work. Make sure your mirrors are protected. That's number one. But number two, sit down and talk to yourself through the mirror. Look yourself through the eye, because the eyes is through the soul. So if you need to connect to yourself emotionally, you know there's some things that you need to emotionally purge or think about. You are a water sign, don't forget that. So this ebb and flow of the Cancerian energy is flowing to you as well. So connect to those emotions and allow yourself to be emotionally purging or aligning to the things that you are desiring. And for the physical, honestly, just go swimming. Go take a bath. But swimming is really big. I think just because we're in the summertime, there's a sense of water, pool, you being in a social environment. But if you don't want to be in a social environment, that's still okay. Go to a pool. Go relax. Go swim, allow your body to float, allow your body to just be. When I think about that, and the vision I just got is like someone just literally hanging themselves like this on the pool and just allowing their feet up and just being in there. Sometimes the physical activity is not actually doing physical activity. Sometimes it's just you getting outside of your home and your own comfort and feeling connected enough to do that. So go swimming, go be near water, go to the beach and just be. For my Aries babies, I really would like for you to just mentally stop. And I mean that in the nice fucking way, but fucking stop. You don't always have to be word vomiting, doing something action based, doing, or having it be the center of attention, or like having it be me. Let your ego go, let yourself be, and just pause. And honestly, that relates to the spiritual aspect as well. If you are understanding that there is something that you need to let go or think about or spiritually connect to, instead of word vomiting it, instead of trying to pass that along to someone else, give yourself that space to actually emotionally and mentally and spiritually connect to those things. Also, with the spiritual aspect, do some self-discovery. There's nothing wrong with you looking at yourself and talking to yourself and saying, what can I do more? Or what can I do better of? What do I need to fix? What's something that I'm noticing that's bothering me? What are some things that I can take care of today about me? What are some things, is it word vomit? Am I just going with everything and I need to just pause and reflect? Give yourself that time to just spiritually connect to that. Now, this one's gonna be probably hard for you on the emotional side, but listen to other people. You don't always have to be talking and being the center of attention. Listen to what people are saying to you about their emotions. Maybe this will help you with your family, your friends, the people you fuck with, the people that you really want to build relationships with, because you're giving them that space to talk. And then you can listen, actively listen to what their concerns are, what they're feeling, and then respond. The physical aspect that I want you guys to try is really just go ham. If you need to go run, go run. If you need to go into the gym for a good 2 hours, go do it. Because I understand that I have a tendency lately when I go to the gym, I'm there for at least 2 hours. It feels good to get all that energy out or to feel that energy and build your muscle and feel healthy. So go out to the gym, go running, be active in some capacity during this new moon in Cancer. Taurus, hi. For the mental aspect, read some books that are going to help you with your personal growth. Once the idea comes in through Aries, you guys are now the planters. You guys are now the ones cultivating that garden. You guys are now creating that soil. And when I think about it, it's giving heavy like Taurus, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. You're taking time to figure out what you need to do to build this thing, this new foundation that you're trying to create. Spiritual sense, just be outside and ground yourself. When was the last time you actually meditated outside? Yeah, go meditate outside. Bring a blanket, don't bring a blanket. Bring that book, don't bring that book, but just go outside. Now for the emotional side, just practice gratitude in your journal. Physically write out what you're grateful for. Or if there are things that you're not sure how to be grateful for, just physically write your emotions. I think you being in the present moment and pausing and reflecting, especially since we are fixed signs, we have a tendency to be fixated on certain things. And so if certain things haven't come through or you are still working on those things, don't be so emotionally heavy about it. Allow yourself to write it down and connect to it emotionally. Get it off your chest. Now the physical, you're probably going to be like, Candice, this is not physical at all. But honestly, it kind of is because you guys are ruled by Venus, okay? So the physical aspect, I honestly just would like you guys to go take a bath or go to the spa. Treat yourself, you know what I mean? But if you're going to stay at home and you're going to give yourself a bath, don't do a mundane bath. Get some herbs, get some bath salts, do some essential oils, set the mood, set the tone, get that book, sit down, put some affirmation music on, put some nature music on, and allow yourself to just kind of be in there. And that is a physical activity for yourself because ruled by Venus, that is that beauty, it is that luxury, it is that homey vibe that you're trying to create. And so physically creating that bath or physically going out to the spa where you feel treated, It's going to help you tremendously during this new moon in Cancer. And last but certainly not least, my Gemini babies. Hi, honey. So for you, your mental aspect is just really engaging in debates. There's something about you guys actually just getting things off your chest, but in a way that is smart. I mean, that's you guys in general, but like you being able to have a debate, but then at the same time of those debates, you have to be willing to be open to hearing what the other side is saying. Don't be so much like, I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm saying and you're wrong and da 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 da. No, because then you're not taking my advice to its best heart. What I would suggest that you guys do is you having a healthy way of debates that mentally stimulate your mind. Okay, you guys do rule the lungs, and so doing breath work, if you haven't already, is going to be a great way for you to kind of help you be centered, or to center yourself if you are going through an anxiety field or you don't feel comfortable or something you're getting triggered in that moment, right? Allow yourself to really tap into those meditations or breath work that's going to help you calm yourself. The emotional side during this new moon, hang out with your friends. Honestly, just go out and be around groups, healthy groups, okay? Groups that are going to help elevate you, you know? But be around people that fuck with you and you fuck with them. It's going to help you a lot. And the physical aspect is just doing something that's like yoga or dancing, like move your body, transcend, be more fluid. Again, we are in this energy of water with this Cancer flow, right? So just be in the flow. Do yoga with breath work, do yoga with meditation, do yoga and just relax. So with all the zodiac signs done, I just want to really say that, again, we are in a new moon energy. New moons are set for new intentions of really seeing what new energy you want to bring in. We're still in a new month that just started in July. So this is a good time for you to just center, home, reflect, and be. Allow yourself to feel new energy as we're going forward in the next couple months. Especially if you want to set intentions, but have a specific way of those intentions. Be intentional with these intentions. You know what I mean? Most importantly, just have fun. Experiment, connect yourself, because I'm always going to be the advocate for your self-care. I'm always going to be that advocate for you loving yourself more. So the more you are testing out these tips that I'm giving you that's aligned to you, again, you can test this into your sun, moon, and rising. You can do this just for your Venus energy, etc., etc. Just test and see how you're feeling at the end of this weekend, because you're really going to see a different sense of you and a different alignment that helps you really encourage and grow and manifest those desires that you're setting during this new moon in Cancer. If you did find this video helpful, please send this out to your friends, your family, share it on social media. Allow other people to also get the same energy that you just received. Don't be stingy. Share this with other people that you think are going to like it as well. Taking care of yourself is such a vital aspect of you balancing you. You don't always have to be in the go, go, go. I'm always going to encourage the feminine energy within you to grow and just be who you are desiring to be. And allow yourself to connect to that sense and that energy as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the family, and I will see you guys at our next video. Bye, guys. Bye.